WLD Audio, the story of Okinawa spinach. Imagine a vegetable that asks for very little, yet generously rewards you for years. With no need to dig every season, no seeds to sow every few months, just handfuls of colourful leaves growing steadily in the corner of the garden, waiting to be picked whenever you need them. That is the consistent appeal of Okinawa spinach. Known botanically as Gynura Bicolor, Okinawa spinach isn't actually a true spinach at all. Like New Zealand spinach, Malabar spinach, and several other leafy vegetables. It simply earned the name because people use it in much the same way. Its real story begins in East Asia, where it has been grown for generations as a leafy vegetable. Despite its common name, it has become popular throughout much of Asia, particularly in warm, humid climates where traditional spinach struggles to survive. For gardeners living in subtropical and tropical regions, that immediately makes it interesting. Anyone who has tried growing ordinary spinach through a subtropical summer knows the challenge. The weather heats up. The days become longer. The plants quickly bolt to seed. Suddenly, your salad crop is finished just when you wanted it most. Okinawa spinach takes a different approach. Instead of fading away in the heat, it often seems happier. Warm weather encourages fresh growth, and rain often brings another flush of colourful leaves. And with regular harvesting, the plant simply continues producing. Perhaps its greatest surprise isn't the flavour, it's the colour. From above, the leaves appear rich green. Turn one over and an entirely different world appears. The underside glows with deep purple, creating a striking contrast that makes the plant look more like an ornamental than a vegetable. Many visitors don't realise it's edible until someone picks a leaf and offers them a taste. That combination of beauty and usefulness is exactly what makes Okinawa spinach such a good example of foodscaping. For many years, gardens have divided plants into two groups. The beautiful plants belong in the front yard. The edible plants belong hidden away in the vegetable patch. Okinawa spinach quietly ignores that rule. Its colourful foliage looks perfectly at home beside flowering ornamentals, beneath fruit trees, or edging pathways where it softens the landscape while providing fresh greens only a few steps from the kitchen. It can also grow in places where many vegetables struggle. In our own garden, we grow patches beneath large palm trees and in shaded areas where little else produces reliable harvests. Its flavour is mild, slightly earthy. Some people notice a hint of sweetness. Others detect a subtle nuttiness. Unlike stronger leafy vegetables, it pairs well with many meals without overpowering them. The leaves can be eaten fresh in small amounts, added to salads, stirred through soups, mixed into omelettes, blended into smoothies, or lightly cooked alongside other vegetables. Like many leafy greens, gentle cooking softens both the texture and flavour. One of the reasons gardeners become so fond of Okinawa spinach is because it asks so little in return. Healthy soil rich in organic matter helps. Regular moisture encourages lush growth. A layer of mulch keeps the roots cool. Beyond that, it is remarkably forgiving. And if you've already built living soil with compost, mulch, and active biology, the plant often rewards you with steady growth throughout much of the year. Propagation is equally straightforward. A healthy stem cutting placed into moist soil will often produce roots with very little effort. One plant soon becomes two. Two become four. Before long, you have enough to share with neighbours, friends, and family. Or simply chop and drop older growth back into the system, encouraging fresh foliage while returning organic matter back to the soil. Many gardeners can't even remember where their original plant came from. Someone simply passed them a cutting years ago. Perhaps that's one of the nicest things about perennial vegetables. Unlike packets of seed that disappear after planting, these plants often spread through generosity. One cutting becomes another garden, then another, and another. If there's one lesson Okinawa spinach teaches, it is that productivity doesn't always arrive with fanfare. Sometimes the most valuable plants aren't the ones producing huge harvests once a year. Sometimes they're the quiet companions you harvest a handful from every week without giving them much thought. They become part of the rhythm of the garden, always there, always growing, always ready for the next meal, always reminding us that food production doesn't have to compete with beauty. Sometimes they are exactly the same thing. This has been a WLD audio crop story on Okinawa spinach. If you'd like to explore more crops, information sheets, videos, and audio profiles, simply return to the WLD library where you'll find related plants and growing resources. Thanks for listening, and we hope this information was useful to someone out there.